Okay, so hey viewer, this is a follow-up version of the previous problem that we have solved, like printing the subsequences whose sum is k. Here, what we have to do extra, printing any one subsequence whose sum is k. In previous problem, we were finding out all subsequences whose sum is k and we were printing that subsequences, but either way, we have to only find out the only one subsequences whose sum is equal to k and we have to print that. And after that, we don't need to find another subsequences if we found the one. Okay, so basically what we have to do, like in a recursion, in any possible case, if we find the any subsequence whose sum is somehow equal to k, we will somehow stop the recursion at that stage and we will not go further. We will simply return back, and the function call will over. So how to do this? Like if you found any one of the subsequence, you have to stop the recursion call and you have to come back. That was the task, because you have to simply find the one answer amongst all. Okay, and it can be any subsequence. Is there is no condition like key you have to found that particular subsequence. No, you have to found any one subsequence and you have to simply print that. So how to do this? Like in the previous, like let's say you have given an array something like as a 1 2 4 2, and the targeted value you have given as something like as key k as something like as 4. So you have to found the k sum. Okay, so how many subsequences are there? First one is 2 2 and second one will be something like as 4. Makes sense? So you have to found any one of them. Any one of them. Makes sense? So how was your function? Your function will like something like the index, and then there was a sum which you are starting with 0. Okay, and then from that particular index you have to start. So here there was a base case, like if index is somehow equal to n and sum is something like as equal to k, you will be like, hey, I got the sum, I'm going to print it. Makes sense? And then you are making a function call for the next particular index, and then it goes and it comes back. Now if in any possible case this particular function calls states that key, hey, I got the subsequence, will I be making the next particular function call? I'll not make it. Make sense? But how this particular function will say me that I have found that one subsequence which you are trying to find? It possibly returns me true. True means what? I found the subsequence. True means what? I found the subsequence. Okay, so if in any possible case this particular function call returns true, I will return true. That means I got the subsequence. I got the subsequence. And if return false, I'll move for the next particular call, because इस particular call से मेरे को मिला नहीं subsequence. I'll be moving for the next particular function call, and the next particular function call will be something like the index plus 1, where I'll not be taking that index and I'll be moving for the next particular index with the same particular sum. And if this particular guy against return me true, that means it got the subsequence whose sum is somehow equal to k. That means I will also return true. If it is returning me true, I'll return true. If none of them is returning me true, that means both the function call didn't got the sum as something like equal to k. So what does mean? I have to return false. That means I don't got the sum for this particular function call. Make sense? Okay. And then I'll be making this particular function as something like as a boolean, and here I'm getting the sum as something like as equal to k. So what I'll be doing after printing the sum, or rather than printing the sum, I have to simply print the sum and then I have to return. No? So I'll be printing the sum and then I'll be returning true. After printing the sum. Make sense? So let's see a dry run. Then okay, let me write a pseudocode here, and then I'll be giving you a dry run for this particular problem. So you guys have this particular function which is index, and then you have this particular sum. Okay, and will you be carrying a data structure? No, you don't need to carry a data structure this time. Now in any possible case, if your index is somehow equal to n, then you will be checking ki, hey, if my sum is somehow equal to k, means which is the target that I am trying to form here, what I'll be doing, I'll be simply printing that data structure. Data structure is what you have to print. So yeah, you have to carry your data structure with yourself. My bad. You will be printing that data structure, and then you will be simply return a true. Okay, then you will simply return a true. Otherwise, you will simply say that ki return false in else ka block, that you don't got the sum. Make sense? So this is what all about this. Now here, what I'll be doing, I'll be saying that, hey data structure, can you please add this array of index into you? Like, okay, I'll be adding, and after adding, what I have to do, I have to make this particular function call. But wait, I have to make this particular function call in the body of if. I'll be checking like, hey, if this particular function call for the next particular index with what sum will be something like a sum plus array of index, makes sense. And this particular data structure, if it is returning you true, means if it is true, that means I have to return true, I have to return true. If it is not, then I have to go for the next particular function call. If it is returning me true, that means whenever the return statement get executed, the program ends, the next line will not be get executed na. Then I'll be moving for next particular, that means if it is not getting executed return true, then I'll be moving for this particular function call with the same sum and this particular data structure. Wait, I have to remove this particular value from the data structure. So data structure, can you please remove this particular array of index which you have previously added? You'll be like, yes, I will. And then I'll be calling this particular function, and if it is returning me true, I will also return true again. If both of the function call were not able to return true me, I'll be returning false, stating that none of them has found the given subsequence whose sum is somehow equal to k. I hope this makes sense. So let me write run out. How to write run out? See, here I have this particular function call which is starting from the 0 index, and the sum was something like a 0, and I have to found the sum somehow equal to k, which is 4. Okay. Now I'll be going for the leftmost. So from here I'll be moving for the 1, and for the very first guy, what I'll be getting here, I'll be getting something like as 2, and I have to carry a data structure along with me which is empty initially. Then this sum will become something like as 2 and data structure will become 2. Makes sense. Then I'll be going for something like as 2, then this 2 will become 2 plus 4 will be 6, and then this will become 2 and 4. Then I'll be moving for something like as f of 3, and then this 6 will become something like as 8, then this will become 2 4 2. But when I'm at the index which is equal to n, the sum is not equal to 4. That means I'll not going to print here, I'll be returning false. That means if I got false, I'll be moving for the next particular guy. Then I'll be moving for the next particular guy. I'll be removing this particular value of 2. Then I'll be moving for this 3, and the sum will 6, and then I have this particular 2 4. But again, I don't have to found the sum something like a 6. I have to found 4. I'll again move back, stating that false. So I'll be returning false from here. I come down to here. This will again return false because both of the guys for this particular guy returning a false. So here I'll coming for. Then I'll be moving for something like the second index with the 2, and okay, wait a second, with 2 and this particular value 2. Now for this particular index, I can take this particular second index key value which is 2 here. So the sum will become 4 and the data structure will become 2 comma 2. Like, okay, I got the value. So in that sense, if I got the value something like as 4, I'll be printing that subsequence which is a 2 comma 2 because iska sum kya hai 4, and then from here I'll be returning this true. So true. So this particular function call for f of 2 comma 2 got true. So if it got true, it will also return back true. Now this call got true, it will return back true. And this call got true, that means it found any one subsequence whose sum is somehow equal to k, and then इस function call को over कर देंगे, and that's how we will be getting this particular subsequence whose somehow sum equal to k. This is any one subsequence. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Thank you.